Boy, the Colorado haters were mad about this one. The Buffs get a big-time commitment from five-star offensive tackle Jordan Seaton, and this is a huge-time acquisition by Colorado. Now, of course, none of this is official until he signs his name on the dotted line on early National Signing Day, but this is a huge get for Deion Sanders, and they desperately needed this because this offensive line was terrible this past season. It was so bad that Shedeur Sanders ended up getting injured against Washington State. And now you have a guy who should be able to come in and be a day one starter right away on your offensive line. Now, he played left tackle for his final season at IMG, and he also has the ability to play offensive guard as well. But you got a really athletic offensive tackle that has great size. He's 6'5", 287 pounds, incredible athleticism, great footwork, really quick on his feet, has good change of direction. And you want to know what else would make this commitment even sweeter? What if Colorado can flip Oregon commit, I'm trying to figure out his name, Jac'Qawn McRoy. Now, Jac'Qawn McRoy, Colorado has been really hot on his trail over the last couple of weeks. He recently took an official visit to Colorado not too long ago. He enjoyed his time with the Buffs and Coach Prime's coaching staff. And if they can not only get Jordan Seaton, but Jac'Qawn McRoy, and they can flip him from Oregon, you feel really good about how Colorado's offensive line is going to look going into 2024. And Jordan Seaton is a dog. He's the #1 offensive tackle in this recruiting cycle. But I think that Jac'Qawn McRoy is better than him. He's 6'8", 365 pounds, and he's also a good athlete. But when you got this kind of size, 6'8", 365, moving like the way Jac'Qawn McRoy is, you got to go ahead and get that if you're Deion Sanders, because then you will have two guys who could come in and immediately improve your offensive line as soon as they walk on campus. So, Jordan Seaton, you commit to Colorado. Now are you going to be down to put in the work that it takes to be great under Coach Prime? Because he expects a lot out of these five-star recruits that he brings in. He holds them to a higher standard than he does everybody else. When you commit to Colorado, you're committing to the grind. You're committing to getting put through the ringer that Coach Prime is going to put you through over the next couple of months during the offseason. And I've seen a lot of haters say that, oh, he made a terrible mistake. He's going to transfer from Colorado after the season ends. I mean, if he does, then he wasn't the dog that Deion Sanders probably thought that he was. Because if he's a dog, then there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to succeed in Colorado. Look, the offensive line was terrible. They should be able to start this dude right away, and he should be better than whoever else they had at left tackle or right tackle, whichever offensive tackle spot he starts at this year. And like I said, I would love for them to get Jac'Qawn McRoy. If you could get Jac'Qawn McRoy and Jordan Seaton, this recruiting class looks really impressive. Even if you don't finish in the top 25, you were able to snag two of the best offensive tackles in the 2024 high school class. And you're going to have two guys who could come in and start for you right away. And with this commitment from Jordan Seaton, you wonder if that's going to motivate Jac'Qawn McRoy even more to want to flip from Oregon to Colorado. But the haters were really mad about this one. But I would be mad too if I wasn't a fan of Colorado and I was an Alabama or a Tennessee fan, because it didn't seem like a lot of people had a lot of confidence that he was going to go to Colorado. But as we've seen Deion Sanders do the previous 2 years, he flipped Cormani McClain. Nobody saw that one coming. Flipped Cormani from Miami to Boulder. He also did the same thing with Travis Hunter, flipping him from Florida State to Jackson State, and there was a lot of outrage when those two commitments took place. So it's no surprise that the Coach Prime haters out there are trying to find ways to bring this young man down, going on his page saying you made a terrible decision. Like, this dude made a great decision. He went to a place that he feels is going to be able to get the best out of him, and plus he's going to have a great chance at starting day one. If Jordan Seaton can't start day one, I'm going to be really concerned about how good this dude actually is, because Colorado's offensive line was trash last year. It was a tragedy. And plus, You're going to couple that with a really good JUCO offensive line commit that you also have coming in, and Isaiah Walker Jr., who's going to be probably starting on the interior of the offensive line, either at one of those two guard spots. I really love this addition of Jordan Seaton to this recruiting class, and hopefully this falls through. I saw something that said that Oregon is still going to be hot on his trail. They're still going to be trying to flip him. He's set to still make a visit to Eugene. But hopefully he honors his word. He signs on the dotted line with Coach Prime and the Buffs, and we can get this dude in a Colorado Buffalo uniform in 2024, because this dude is going to have a massive impact on Colorado being able to make a lot of noise in 2024. Like Coach Prime said, we're not coming anymore. We're here, and we're about to kick the door down, man. And Coach Prime said that they're only 7-8 dogs away from getting to the level that they want to be at in order to compete for championships. And this dude is one of those 8 dogs that Deion said that he needed. The offensive line, we knew that had to be addressed this offseason. And Deion Sanders, in a recent interview that he did with 247 Sports, you can go watch it, it's on their YouTube channel, he said that they definitely are putting a lot of focus on improving the offensive line, because Shedeur Sanders not only is his quarterback, but it's his son as well, and he wants his son to be healthy, not just for next season, but for the future of his football career when he eventually ends up getting drafted in the first round and he's playing in the National Football League. So Jordan Seaton, big time pickup for Coach Prime and the Buffs. Nothing is official until these guys sign on the dotted line, but I'm pretty confident that this dude is going to honor his commitment. I couldn't see Oregon flipping this dude that fast with National Signing Day just around the corner. I expect this dude to be playing for the Buffs in 2024, and I'm really excited about him. And he reminds me a lot of Trent Williams, which is high praise, and I'm not saying that he's as good as what Trent Williams is right now, but he has a lot of similarities to him. Great size. He's only going to get bigger. He's 287 pounds. By the time next season starts, he'll probably be around 305. And you couple that with his athleticism and space. If he gets his hands on you and you're a defensive back or a linebacker, you better watch out, because he's about to put you on your ass. I'm so happy that Jordan Seaton committed to Colorado. This was something that Colorado needed to address, and they addressed it in a big-time way, getting somebody who not only is going to be somebody who can come in and produce for you right away, but he also is a recruit that maybe he can influence other offensive linemen to want to commit to Colorado. If you're an offensive lineman like Jac'Qawn McRoy and you see Jordan Seaton, the #1 offensive tackle in your class, commit, you're probably like, damn, if he's going to Colorado, hell, maybe I should give Colorado another look, and maybe I should take my talents there, and we could build up a great offensive line. And you see, the transfer portal can only improve the offensive line so much. You also have to bring in recruits. And you got to couple that with transfer portal guys, and you got to make sure that you can get the communication right. You just can't assemble a team all through the transfer portal. You got to be able to hit the recruiting trail pretty hard, and Coach Prime and his staff, they did that, and they put a lot of work in trying to get Jordan Seaton to commit to Colorado. They've been on this dude's trail for the last couple of months. He's been one of the biggest stories that I've been keeping up with when it comes to Colorado recruiting, and I don't really pay too much attention to recruiting like that. So the fact that I'm even talking about this shows you just how significant of a commitment this is for Coach Prime and the Buffs. But let me know your thoughts on this commitment down in the comment section down below. And what are your expectations for Jordan Seaton if he does honor his commitment and signs with the Buffs?